everybody, and welcome back to the channel. The sun is shining. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I took everything out of my car and didn't put any of it back in because I don't have my sunglasses in my car. And short person problems, this very rarely does its job. Yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, etc, etc. I don't know what I'm titling this video because currently I don't know how the day is gonna go, so you probably know before I do. But basically, it's time to get a new car. If you've been following along, you know, for like 2 months, literally, I've been talking about this bloody car. So if you haven't been watching, I'll do a quick little rundown. This car was due its NCT. I gave it to the garage man, spent 300 and something odd euro to service it. And then when I got it back, the check engine light came back on. So I had to leave it back down. I lost my car for another couple of days to get it fixed. Then I went to the NCT and it failed on major emissions from the exhaust. And the man was like that I couldn't even run the test, they were that bad. The garage man asked me how the test went. I was like, terrible, it failed. He was like, leave it with me, and he sourced a new second-hand part for the car because a new one will be very, very expensive. He got a second-hand catalytic converter that cost 200 euro. He charged me another 60 euro. It took a couple weeks for that part to come in, so then I had to leave my car down with him for another couple days. You know, I gave him the 200 odd euro. And then the day after, the check engine light came back on. Did I think I fixed that problem? Yeah, I did. So I thought I fixed that problem, but apparently I didn't. So anyway, the retest was booked, which, by the way, the first test is 60 euro. The retest is 45 euro. The retest was booked on the day of the test. The retest, which was the day I did the spa, by the way. Or not the spa. If you watch my last video, I spent a whole evening in a hotel doing some self-care. And I ended that video by saying the rest of my day wasn't going to be very relaxing, so I was going to end it there because I had to drive the whole way to the garage man to get him to clear the light, to then drive it all the way back to the test for only it to fail again. And it was the same man that tested it the first time because he's like, oh, I remember this. I was like, you weak cunt. And in the test centre, all I could hear was them revving the fuck out of my car, and they did it like 4 or 5 times. Speed camera ahead. Oh, okay. I'm driving way under the speed limit. What am I talking about? Basically, I've spent several hundred euro getting this car to pass its NCT, for it to have not passed its NCT. So it's all fun and games. And basically the plan was, if it was easy to get through the NCT, I'd hold on to the car and think about selling it. And then it became difficult to fix it, so I was like, I'm definitely fixing it and definitely selling it. But no, the definite fixing, I don't think is going to happen. So now I'm just left. I don't want to think about the money I spent on this bitch. But now my options are buy a new car because I need a car that has an NCT. And this one is about to not have an NCT and I can't fix it. So, all I have to say, here we are. And we are driving an hour and 20 odd minutes. I don't even know. I have it in my sat nav. We're going to go to a car garage to look at cars. The past, again, 2 months is literally been since Christmas that I've been thinking about fixing this car. I've been looking at cars online, and all of the second-hand, used, all of the car companies that sell cars, what do you call them? You know, the businesses that sell cars. There's probably a word for that. All of the ones that are near me, even the ones that I've used previously to buy, I've had 3 cars in my life, and the 2 companies that I've used before, I looked at them, I looked at other ones, I just searched used cars, I looked up car companies in Donegal, searched through all of them, and none of them made some of them had like one good option for me, and they weren't. Another car company didn't even show their prices. So I was like, fuck you. This car company that I'm gonna go see is in Donegal town, which is again nearly like an hour and a half away from me. Which is crazy that I'm driving so far and still in Donegal. It's still not even near the end of Donegal. Like, this is quite far a drive for me. But on their website, there's like 3 or 4 options for me. I know fuck all about cars. I wish I had a person in my life that I could take with me to help me, but I don't. I have like, no, don't get me wrong, I have sisters, and like a couple of sisters and a couple of friends that are supportive, but like none of them that can take this responsibility from me, you know. I wish I could just be like, hey boyfriend, here's my money, can you go buy me a car for that money? And he would just go do it, because I feel like a boyfriend would love to do that, but I don't have one of them. I don't even have parents that would do that for me. So if I've learned anything in this life, it's that if I want something done, I have to do it myself. So here we are. We're gonna go down, we're gonna look at cars. Hopefully there's gonna be a nice man there to explain the differences for me. I'm hoping that the plan is to buy one, and then I'm gonna come back maybe next week with Michelle to go pick it up. And also dump this one at the same time. There's a car parts place in Derry / on the border somewhere. It's like a big warehouse place that like you can go there and ask, oh, do you have this car part? And they have a big stock of cars in the back that they can like go look to see if they have it. Or they buy your car for parts, like they want cars to sell the parts off of it. Otherwise, they are like a licensed like scrapping place that like end of life, like get rid of your cars and you get like a certificate or that kind of place. So the plan is to go buy a car today. Whenever I can get Michelle free, we're going to drive up, dump this car at the car parts place, and drive down and pick up my new car. Isn't that sound like such a perfect plan? In my experience, has my plans ever gone to plan? Never. That's what I've got so far. I haven't driven this far in this car in a long time, so is this car even going to make it down there? Who fucking knows? The €700 I've just put into it. You would hope.
Take the second exit.
I know where I'm going. I know I'm going to this first part, but after that I have no idea, so I just put the sat nav in. But yeah, you'd think the hundreds of euro I put into this bitch would get me down to let me drive for an hour and back. I'm not even confident at that, so that's, yeah, basically, you know, if I had hindsight, it would be great. I could have saved myself some money, but you know what? We make decisions and we stick to them, and we just have to get on with it. So that's where we're at. So I've got like another good 42 minutes according to Google to get there. So I guess I'll show you when I get there. I don't fucking know. I don't know what this video is. You know more than me right now because it hasn't happened to me yet. So say a prayer, wish me good luck. We'll see what happens. My camera with me, but I'm basically looking at cars. She's given me the keys to a couple and basically told me to have a look and drive around if I wanted to. So I'm here looking at cars. I'm currently in a Suzuki Swift. It's actually really nice. I like the look of this one a lot. Honestly, I think this might be the one. She's given me like an opal crossland as well, but they're kind of ugly on the outside. Not gonna lie to you. I really like this one. Inside I like how it looks, outside like how it looks. Yeah, I've got no complaints really. And that's saying something. It's nice inside. I don't know what to do, so I just bite the bullet and buy one. She says I can drive around if I want to, have a wee drive around. I'm not really interested in driving around, but we'll just have a look at a few more. I just bought a car. Oh my god. Well, I put like the deposit down on it, so to speak. There's so many pretty cars here. It's a really nice little spot they got going on up here. It's like a really like kind of new and swanky space. It's Shane Connolly Cars in, is it Donegal, Balbuffet Road, something like that. I don't know if you can see behind me, but they basically just have like a big kind of car park with like cars all lined up. And I went into the office and I was like, hey, I'm just like looking to look at cars. I was like the small engine petrol, blah blah blah. And she was like, there was like a lady behind a desk, and she's like, yeah, like which one's he interested in? And she pulled up the website, and I was like, I've had a look already. So I was like, the Crosslands, and there's like a Suzuki that I was wanting to look at. So she gave me the keys for the both of them. I went and looked at the Crossland ones, but they're like big. I should have been filming more because she left me to myself basically, but I looked at it, just from looking at it of the outside, girl, it's like a big it's a big chunky car, and like ugly. I'm not gonna lie, they are a good price, but it was ugly. I was like, I don't think this is the one for me. They had like 4 or 5 in different colours. So I went down to look at the Suzuki Swift. It's nice inside. She's very nice inside. She looks nice on the outside. She's more expensive, but she was nice. There was like another car couple down. It's called an Opel Space Star or something. It looked nice on the outside. It was the same price as like the Crossland. So she came down. She's like, oh, it's like, did you get the car started? She's like, oh, I didn't even think to check if the battery was dead on them, because you know, she was like, she kind of let me do it. And I was like, oh yeah, no. I was like, I had a look inside, and she gave me the key for the other one as well, the Space Star one. And then I basically, she was like, yeah, take them out. She's like, go have a drive in them and see which one you like. She's like, you know, they're both pretty similar. So I took them both out. I took the Space Star one out first. It was like squeaking, and it was, I didn't like the vibes of it. And then I took the Suzuki out, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I was like, this is nice. It looks nice on the outside, it's nice on the inside. It has like a back camera, it's got the Bluetooth speakers, the other one didn't. I was like, yeah, it was like the top car of my budget. The ones that they had, that was like the top of my budget for the car. You know, there was a bunch of like cheaper options. I can't like stop smiling. But yeah, I was like, this is nice. I was like, there's literally nothing wrong with this car. And as she was talking to me, she was like, you know, they're all due their NCT, but she's like, we'll service them and get that all sorted for you before like you take them. And I was like, oh great. So basically I put a €200 deposit down on it. She took all my details, and and then she's gonna let me know when, like, because they're gonna service it and do the NCT and all that jazz. So she's gonna let me know when it's ready to go. I was like, yeah, this is it, because I was like, girl, to be honest, like, I need a car. I have a budget. I was just like, I just need a car. And I like it that she was a woman, because she's really nice. And I was like, yeah, I just need a car. I was like, she was like, yeah, this one is. She's like, that's a really good choice. She's like, that one's nice. She was like, the Crosslands are a bit old people-y. And I was like, they are old people-y. Because I came back up and I was like, yeah, the Suzuki's really nice. She's like, yeah, it is really nice. It's got all the little extras on it, like the backup camera and the Bluetooth. She's like, it's very nice. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I can't see anything wrong with it. I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And she was like, yeah. She's like, once it gets serviced and it's NCT sorted, she's like, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. I sent pictures of them to Michelle, and Michelle was like, I sent her pictures of the Suzuki and the Space Star. Because she was like, send me pictures of any nice cars you see, and she was like, oh, they're both nice, but she was like, the top one is nice because I want to get one of them. And I was like, well, I just bought it. So basically, I have a piece of paper that's like, hey, I could do like a bank transfer of the money, which I'll probably do when I go home. I just, you know, I'm gonna worry about, did I pick a right car, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck, okay? There's cars for sale, I bought a car. Okay? This is why I'm buying it off a garage and not just some, like, a garage, that's the name, not just some, like, somebody on, like, Facebook Marketplace or Dundee or something. It's actually, like, a car, like, it's their business to sell cars, so I feel like they're gonna be fair and actually, like, you know, they do the whole, like, servicing, give it its NCT before you take it with you kind of job. And I was like, as long as I don't have to put it through the NCT, I was like, I think I'll be okay. And then I'm driving home with this beautiful view in front of me. Oh my god, it's a good day. It's a beautiful morning. Now I need to go back to work now and start fucking getting some money back. But look at this view. Look how pretty this is. Oh, why am I so dirty? Okay, update. Update on the car situation. Was it Wednesday that I just went up and looked at the car? Or looked at cars. It was Wednesday, right? Excuse my hair, I just washed it. Basically, if I don't laugh about it, I'll cry. Anyways, I hadn't heard from him that day when I went home. So I emailed him the next day to be like, I went up and seen a car. I was like, could I get, like, proof that I put down my deposit? Because I basically gave them €200 cash. And, like, I heard nothing. They were like, oh yeah, like, pay us and then we'll let you know. But I don't want to pay you a lot of money without some sort of, like, proof that I'm getting a car. You know what I mean? I'm just going to send you money and, like, not have any kind of physical evidence that it's for a car. Because they could take my money, girl. So I was like, can I get proof? And she emailed me back quickly. Gave me, like, an invoice with my deposit on it, and was like, yeah, she's like, whenever you send the money, we'll have the car ready for you whatever day next week suits you. So I put the bank details into my phone. That's how they want a bank transfer, but my bank says it needs like 2 working days to be able to send a new account more than €1,000. And I'm spending more than €1,000. So I emailed them back and being like, yeah, it might take like 2 working days. I was like, is it okay if I send you the money on Monday and like pick it up on Thursday? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. We'll have it ready. So it's currently Sunday. Like, I remember, like, when I was emailing them, like, my car that I picked was still on the website and you could still reserve it on the website. That's why my brain was like, I need some kind of proof from you, because you can, like, literally pay the €200 online. Like, you can reserve it. I was like, people can still reserve my car. So I kind of wanted like proof from them. I got the proof and I'm like, so it's Sunday now, so I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to transfer the money and pick it up on Thursday. I've got it booked off work. Michelle has agreed to come and drop me off to get my new car. Everything's great. My life doesn't go like that. Doesn't go like that. I'm working at 3 o'clock today. It's Sunday. Got up, had a shower, cleaned up, and then I was gonna go get some food. Like, I was gonna get like a salad sandwich kind of roll kind of thing. Tell me why my car doesn't start. The car that I just spent, what, €700 and like 4 trips to the garage to service, fix, pass its NCT. Tell me why it doesn't turn over. And because I have like Thursday booked off, I'm working today, I'm working tomorrow, I'm working Tuesday, I'm working Wednesday, and I don't have a car. The whole plan was also to like dump this car basically. Like, there's a car parts place, I was going to sell it to them or tell them to crush it. Like, I'm just done. That was the plan before today, and now I can't even drive the thing up there. I swear to God, I don't know what I've done to deserve this bad luck in my life. If this car was just, if I hadn't touched it in a year, I'd understand. But since January, it's the 2nd of March today. Since the middle of January, this thing has been down at the garage, getting serviced, getting the engine light checked, getting a new catalytic converter on it, failing the NCT, it went back down and it went back down. And like, it doesn't start. I'm like, I literally dumped like €700 into that car and it's sitting outside currently, not starting. If I didn't have to go to work the next few days, I wouldn't give a fuck. But I have to go to work and I need a car to get to work. I was thinking, oh, like, I'll get a new car because I want to, and it's that time, I have the money. This car is just a pain in my ass more than out of necessity. But the fact that today it's not starting, I'm like, yeah, it's solidified the choice that I made. I need a new car. Before, because I was like, maybe I could spend more time fixing it, get it through the NCT, maybe someone will buy it the way it is. You know, I thought maybe it still had a life in it still, but the way it's acting today, I wonder if I get it crushed, can I like go at it with like a baseball bat beforehand? Kick the shit out of it. It's done me well, it has, but it's been like 4 years. I think it's been 4 years of this car. But it's never been reliable. It's always had oil problems. It's cut out, like, I had to get it picked up by a bloody tow truck one time when I was like 40 minutes away from home. And now it doesn't want to start. When it's literally, I'm getting a new car Thursday and it's Sunday. Michelle's going to come home and give me her car so I can go to work today. It's another day. It's been a couple days actually. In case you're wondering, this is why I don't have a video for Friday. Today's Tuesday. Uploaded the hotel vlog today. This is going to be next Tuesday's video about my new car. And Friday, in between there, I've got nothing. Literally for the past, like, the hotel vlog was literally the last time, like, I filmed or did anything. Since then, I've done nothing but work, clean and do laundry and boring life things, and then car. And I want to do, the car is going to be its whole own video, right? So that's why I haven't been, like, the vlogging that I've been doing for the past like 2 weeks has just been talking about the car, and I'm like, I want to do that whole video, but I don't pick up the car to Thursday. and I won't be able to get that edited and uploaded for Friday. I just won't. So it's gonna have to be Tuesday. So this morning I was like, do I do a quick little vlog or do I do a mukbang and I'm like, I'm not going to. And I know that's gonna be really bad because I've been so good at uploading 2 videos a week, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna like repost like an old video of mine to be like, hey, take a look at one of these other videos I know none of you have seen because I've been uploading for a long time. Right. So basically, Sunday when I was at work, before I went to work, I filmed that my car battery was dead. Just before I went to work, my daddy took the battery out of his vehicle and put it in mine. The car started, I went to work, great. Came home, still worked, it was great. When I came home, Daddy was like, how did it go? And I was like, fine. And he was like, oh, that's good, because the battery's just kind of lying in there. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the battery doesn't actually fit in your car, it's just kind of like in there. And he wasn't actually that sure that it was going to work. So I was like, oh, that's just fantastic, isn't it? So basically, spent hundreds of euro on this car, failed the NCT twice. See, the second time it failed, by the way, I didn't tell you this or show you, but I cried my eyes out the whole way home when that car failed the second time. I just bawled my eyes out like it was the end of the world. And now here we are, like 2 weeks later. So yeah, basically last week, picked out the car. I'm picking it up this Thursday. I transferred the money on Monday. We're not looking at the bank account. I've already looked at it and I don't like it. So we're just not talking about how much money is left in the bank. Okay? We're just gonna think about the positive things. So yeah, my car's currently got a dead battery on top of everything else. Basically, he took it out of this vehicle. This vehicle that's sitting on the street is the one that got crushed by the tree that fell on it when we had a storm. There's a vlog about that too. So basically he swapped the batteries out. So I'm currently borrowing a battery on top of everything else. Now what I'm doing today, Tuesday, I'm working this evening, I'm working tomorrow. My wee sister is picking me up and we are going to hopefully drop this car off / pick up my new car. There's a car parts place and I've emailed them twice. I've emailed them pictures of the car and been like, would you be interested in buying it? No one got back to me. I looked up their Facebook, saw that there was a different email address on the Facebook. So I emailed them like yesterday. Today, no response from that either. So I'm going to ring them. And girl, my anxiety. Anybody who has social anxiety in particular, making phone calls, like I have to talk myself into it. I'll be like, okay, I'll do it at 12. Oh, maybe if they're having a lunch, I'll leave it to 1 o'clock. Oh, maybe if they're doing like a 1 to half 1 lunch, okay, I'll have a shower first and leave it to 2. That's why I look like this. I had a shower, I'm dressed, I'm clean, I'm not putting on a clean jumper just to like take it. I'm getting ready for work, basically. But I'm in my dressing gown. Anyways, I've come out to the car because I needed a little bit of privacy. So I'm gonna ring these people and be like, hey, do you want my car for parts? Okay, so basically, they want me to take it up for them to have a look at it to see how much they would give me for it. And that's not very helpful when I've got to work today and tomorrow. And oh, it's just so fun. It's so fun. I've got to do a little bit of thinking because I'm like, should I do that on Friday? Yeah, I probably should just do that on Friday and give it to them on Thursday. I've got to think about it, but next time you'll see me, I'll be going to get my new car. Okay, so it is Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Update. I finished work early, unexpectedly, and I decided to go up to the car part place because I probably told you this already, but on the phone he was like, take it up and I'll have a look and tell you how much it's worth. So I went up there. Girl, first of all, tell me why. I went onto the Facebook to like see the address and I just like connected it to my like Google Maps. Tell me why it took me down like a housing estate. But turns out I was like 5 minutes away. But the anxiety, like the driving in a place I don't know, was like, it was like getting my heart rate going, I'm not gonna lie. But I realised, oh, I've been here before and there's a much easier way to get there. So chatted to a man, he came out and looked at the car, gave me a price. I think it's reasonable. Like, is it the thousands that I wanted to sell this car for if I got it past the NCT? No. Does it cover the money that I've dumped into this car? No. But it's not, like, I'm trying to think of the alternative. Like, what do I do? I'm like trying to think of the options, right? I'm like, do I keep the car? I'm not keeping the car, right? So I'm like, do I sell it? Do I try and put it like online and someone maybe buy it for a little bit more? But like, how long is it gonna take to sell it? And like, do I have the patience to do that? Will I sell it? Probably not. I might, but it's not a guarantee. And then, you know, the other alternative, just keep it, have it lying in the street. My family like to hoard their old vehicles. Like, I'm talking like they just leave them sitting on the street and like they rust and mold and then they're just worthless. So this is actually worth something. He did say it's like an old, this is a 2013, he's like, it's an older car. He's like, you know, there's not much he can give me. But I think it's what I expected. I'm not going to go into details on money because I think that's a bit weird, but I have an offer, basically. And he's like, do you want to do it now? And I was like, I'm going to take it back to you in the morning. Because tomorrow Michelle is helping me pick up my new car. So I was like, he's like, oh, we could pick it up. He offered to pick it up for me, like collect it. And I was like, it's fine. I was like, because basically this place is, the car park place is on the way to pick up the new car. It's too many what ifs for my brain. Like, I don't want it. Like, the new car is coming tomorrow, or I'm getting it. I did email them today, the new car people, and was like, just checking the money went through, because I checked my bank and the money did. They emailed me. Yes! Sorry, I've got no makeup on either. Am I scary? I slept in at work today as well. It's been a day. The whole car people, like, I went up, was like, yeah, I like this car. I paid a cash deposit, and then I heard nothing. I had to email them and be like, can you give me a receipt so I can transfer you all of this lots of money into the bank? Because I kind of need proof before, because you could just take my money and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, because there's nothing written down anywhere. So, oh my god, the fact, I don't know why that email just like triggered the fact that I'm getting a new car. Woo! Basically, I had, like, last week after I saw the car, I didn't hear from them for like 2 days, and I was like, I emailed and I was like, can I get like a deposit, or can I get like a receipt saying that I paid the deposit before I send the money? And I was like, it's probably going to be the start of this week, like the Monday. It's now Wednesday. I was like, it's probably going to be Monday before I can get it sent to you. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. And they're like, we can have the car ready for whenever the money clears, we'll have the car ready for you. And I was like, oh, how does Thursday work? I was like, I'll get the money sent to you. And then I sent the money on Monday, and I haven't heard anything from them to be like, thank you for the money, or we'll see you on Thursday. Like, nothing. So I emailed them today to be like, hey, just checking that you got the money and it's still okay to come and get it Thursday, because it's like, girl, it's like an hour and 20-minute drive away. And I'm like, I don't want to drive the whole way there, dump this car, and then be like, you didn't pay us. Or maybe my brain, and here, anybody who has anxiety knows what it's like, because my brain goes to the worst case scenario. So I was like, what if I just sent all of that money to somebody that's not them? Like, what if I put the numbers in wrong, their bank details, and they didn't get that money? I'm like, my brain goes to the worst case. My SD card was full. Where can I even finish the story? Anyways, I emailed them today to be like, just checking that you received my money, and that's still okay to come tomorrow and pick it up. Because, you know, they kind of didn't exactly tell me, oh, the money, you got the money. And she literally emailed me back, oh yeah, it should be fine for tomorrow. I'll check with Mark in accounts when he's back from his lunch. And I was like, right. I was like, that doesn't really trigger me with security and confidence. So I'm talking the entire day. It's now 5 o'clock. The entire day I've been waiting to hear back from her. She was the one I bought the car off of. Like, I've been emailing back and forth with her, and I was like, there's no way the break lasted this long. I was like, it turned into 2 o'clock, into 3 o'clock, into 4 o'clock. Didn't hear anything back. And I just checked my phone there now, and she says, hi Laura, payments all cleared into bank, thank you. Oh my god. Why is this just like hitting me now that this is real? Oh my god. I'm like doing these big life adult things by myself. It's really not easy for me to do. I'm not joking. Like, I can't actually believe that I've done all of this by myself. Like, found a new car, went and saw one, paid for one, sorting out this old piece of junk. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow. That's crazy. Yay! I got a car, bitches. My bank balance is crying, but righty. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna see you tomorrow when I'm gonna dump this piece of effing crap. I love you really, but you're not worth anything to me currently, so you're gonna be taken apart by other people who want parts of you. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and get rid of this car, and I'm gonna pick up my new one. Oh my god, it's like 3 months of stress and it's about to be over. We've only got less than 24 hours of this nonsense, and you no longer have to listen to me whining about my freaking car. Because if it breaks down, guess what? I've got roadside coverage for a year. They'll come fix it for me. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Fucking hell. Of course I forgot my tripod. But last night, right, I was like, okay, I need to like get thinking about the insurance, right? It's now Thursday morning. Thinking about the insurance, so I went online. I was like, I know you can do all this online, like really, really easy peasy. So I went online and it was like, maybe a year or two ago, I locked myself out of my email account, right? And like my backup email was like my college email, and the backup phone number was like the house phone number, which is not a mobile that you can get a text to, right? So I was basically fucked all the way around, like I couldn't get into it. So I had to give up my old email address and create a new one and like put in my new email address into everything I've ever subscribed to or opened ever in my life. My car insurance, I couldn't get into my car insurance when the time to renew came up, so I had to basically start a new policy. I sticked with the same company, but I was just like, and then it was fine, but they were like, oh, we need proof of your no claims bonus, and I couldn't get into my portal. So I was like, the only thing I have is like this sheet of paper from like a couple of years ago. I was like, I've been with you like for years and never claimed. I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. So I got a new policy number. The old ones used to be like GMP-MPC or whatever, you know. But the new one started with an XB. And last night when I went on, it all looked very easy and simple and be like, oh, you know, just click here and change your insurance to a new car, like all very simple, very nice. But when I went into it, it was like, put in your policy number, GMP. And I was like, mine isn't a GMP. And they were like, if yours starts with an X, you have to ring. And last night, it was like 11 o'clock when I started looking into this. Maybe 9 o'clock. And they were like, oh yeah, our offices don't open until 9 o'clock in the morning. So I had to wait to this morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, to ring. And I was probably on hold for like 20 minutes. And they kept going, if you want to hang up, we'll ring you back. And I was like, no, I'm going to wait. Eventually I got through to someone, and it was very simple, very easy. And he was very nice. He was Irish, which sometimes those calls can be people from like not this country, and it can be very like confusing and not easy to do. But it was very simple. I was just like, yeah, yep, same policy. I had to pay like €23 or something. And he was like, will we just charge the card on file? And I was like, yeah. Because I was like, where the fuck is my card? I was like, like my brain. Because I had like, I wrote down like the new car's reg, and I had like a scrap of paper with my policy number on it. And I was like, I had my license in my hand in case I needed it. Just wanted my name, my date of birth, and my email. And I just said, yeah, and yeah, and that was it. So from 11 o'clock today, this car is no longer it's insured currently. He was like, do you want to do from 9 o'clock this morning? And I was like, can you do it at 11? Because I still have this car. So currently this car is still insured, and by 11 o'clock it'll be uninsured. So we're currently, Michelle's behind me. I don't know if you can see her blue car behind me. We are on the way to drop off this car and going to pick up the new one. I'm going to treat Michelle to lunch after this because this is a big deal for her, like driving me all the way up here. I think we're going to do lunch afterwards.
Like both the breakfast and lunch menu.
Look what I did! Woo! This is what she's worth, which is a lot more than I thought she was worth, to be honest.
Considering how much you spent on trying to get through the tests.
Yeah, this kind of covers it. Like I'm rich now. Not. So yeah, that's a job done. I have the certificate of destruction or whatever, and she's full for scrap, and I give her a pat on the back and a fuck you. So that car is no longer in my life, and now we're gonna go pick up the new one, and then we're gonna go for lunch. Michelle's work colleagues were recommending where we should go.
The blueberry
cafe
or something.
It looks cute.
It does.
But like, we do like Kieran's Diner.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll see how hungry we are when we get down there.
Yeah, we have like an hour's journey ahead of us, so it might be worth stopping there.
And the man from my car was scrap.
When I went down there, I was like, to the boy, I was like, oh, I need to get the battery out of it because the battery belongs to my daddy. And he was like, oh yeah, and then a boy ran in and was like, where am I taking this battery out of? Is it the blue car? He was going to take the battery out of Michelle's car. My car was parked right in front of Michelle's, and he thought he just skimmed past my car and was like, well, I take the battery out of Michelle's. That's funny. But we got the battery out of it too, which is another relief. So job's a good. New car, here we come. Look what I just picked up. Michelle's here with me.
That's a hybrid too.
Yeah, I don't know what a hybrid is.
Is
It just saves battery kind of or something.
Yeah, so
It kept saying like the battery symbol kept like kind of turning signal.
Yeah, so
and it says like low fuel economy or something.
So what happens with a non-plug-in hybrid is basically the wheels power the battery. and the battery then switches on and off between the battery and the petrol depending on what's more fitted.
It kept doing that.
Yeah.
There's like a wee battery symbol kept coming up.
Basically, like, say if you're going the same speed, I'll probably switch to battery, but if you need more power, I might switch to petrol.
So is that saving my petrol?
Yeah.
So basically, we just picked it up. We drove back to Letterkenny because Michelle's gonna have a wee trip around the shops, and I was like, we're not doing anything today, anyways. Michelle booked it off work to do this, so we're gonna do a wee Smith / I don't have any. I saved my backseat car mats, but I got rid of my front ones because I don't like them. I need new ones, so I need to get new ones because there's just these. There's just these weird paper things in them. She gave me my keys and my. It doesn't have its NCT. Well, it does, but they paid for the NCT and booked it for me.
And serviced your car.
So, and serviced my car for me, and they're like, if it fails, let us know. I have 6 months warranty on it, or guarantee, like they'll fix it. So they booked my NCT for me. Gave me all the paperwork and stuff. And I got my insurance sorted. I'm like, they did ask me if I wanted to take my picture for their marketing purposes, and I was like, sure. I can't say no to things like that. Okay, I am back home. I feel like whatever they were cleaning with made everything so shiny and slippery. But she's home. I literally had to decompress for like an hour in the house. Like, I had to just lay on my bed. I'm like, my back hurts, my neck hurts. Like, we did so much today. Like, literally left maybe. Well, I had to ring the insurance at like 9 o'clock in the morning to change my insurance over. And then 9:30 went up to the car parts place, gave them my car, got paid for my car. Went to this new car place, picked up. We had to wait like 15 minutes maybe for them to like be ready for us. Picked up this new car. Went to the shopping centre. We went in Letterkenny shopping. Went to the Smiths. Went into Mr. Price to buy car mats. Because this car comes with fabric car mats. Like, they put in brand new fabric car mats. But girl, I live in a place where things are mucky, so I need plastic ones. So we went to Mr. Price and bought ones for like €12. And then we went to Kieran's Diner for food, which is like halfway home. I treated Michelle to lunch for like thanking her. I treated her to like a McDonald's like last week, and then I treated her to lunch today as well to thank her for like coming with me and like driving me everywhere. Because I wouldn't be able to do it without her. I was like, thank you, Shell. I was like, without you, none of this would be possible. Like, I wouldn't be able to do any of this without Michelle. So I thanked her in payment of food. I've been paying her like through different, like for the past 2 months, I've been paying her in different ways. I've been through money, through food, through snacks, through McDonald's. So yeah, now we're home again. It's still the relief that I feel with not having this car. Like, having a car that has problems. Like, I don't know how, like, I didn't realise how much better I would feel getting rid of that other car. Like, it was just weighing me down. Like, financially, physically, like, it was just always on my mind about what the hell I'm supposed to do, because everything that I was trying wasn't working. And it was ruining my brain because I couldn't drive it. And it, like, didn't have an NCT. I was like, but anyways, the insurance has moved over here. The car people said that this car, its NCT is due, but they were like, we were gonna book it in and get its fresh NCT before we gave it to you, but the NCT is so backed up. But they booked the NCT, they paid for it, they gave me like, they put my details on it, so like I get the text message and they printed out the email for me. And they were like, it has a 6 months warranty, so if it doesn't pass the NCT, which it will pass the NCT, but if it doesn't, I can just go back to them and they'll fix it. Have a 6 months warranty, and then I got a year's breakdown, AA Ireland breakdown coverage as well, which I got signed up to as well on my phone. There's an app. So yeah, and they were like, if you have any issues, just let us know and come back to us. So it's really nice and clean inside. Michelle was like, oh, it's so nice. It's nice grey. I'll input the clips. My sister's just giving me the evils at the windows. I'll input like the clips of the car over this because it's windy outside and I don't want to describe the car when it's just a car. It's not brand new. It's got scratches in a couple of places, but it's new to me. It's the newest car I've ever bought. I've never bought a car. I've never spent this much money on a car before. And it's lovely. It smells nice inside. This is the place where I bought the car. They put a little air freshener in it for me. They have the car got serviced as well. It got serviced for me as well. I put my car keys on my car key or my key rings. I washed my key rings because they were so oily and dirty from like the garage man. The blue one is from Febby and the wee Dumbledore is from Michelle, so I put them on my car keys. I ordered car seat covers. That's what that big thing is in the back. So I need to put the car mats down. I have a boot liner that I took out of my old car, so I think I might need to cut it. That's why I'm holding these implements. I need to put the car seat covers on because I need to protect these. I eat in my car. I mukbang. If you've been watching a couple of my videos, I eat in my car quite a lot. So I need to put car seat covers on this bitch. Need to put the plastic car mats down. Need to put the boot liner in the boot. And we're done. Do I want to spend this evening now putting these car seat covers on? No, I don't. But it needs to be done. And my car is beautiful. And I love her. I feel like she was made for me. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like it was meant to be. So I'm going to put some car seat covers on. I'll probably put a wee montage of things in here. But yeah, thanks for coming along with this journey. I know it's probably a long video, but I made it! We did it! We did it! I think I need a drink to celebrate. Fucking hell!